Watching the DNC has showed me that the only thing that the Democrats can do is lie, push propaganda, and fearmonger Black people into falling in line and voting for them. There was a time when Black people walked down the streets in fear of their lives, fear of being lynched and nothing happening. We're not living in those days anymore, but they are mentally enslaving Black voters. I still see commercials for Project 2025. They are still paying for ads for something that has already been shown not to be a part of Trump or MAGA Republicans. They are counting on you not to do your research. They are counting on you to only listen to what they say. Sounds a whole lot like North Korea and propaganda. Do not fall for it. When you go to the bank, when you go to the grocery store, you know you're hurting. Vote accordingly.
And that's all that the DNC has to run on. It's just projection, continuing to perpetuate us Black people as victims, continuing to do the fear mongering. And just continue to lie. They have nothing to run on of real merit, anything of that nature. So they counting on you not doing any research yourself. And by continuing narratives like Project 2025, which Trump denounced via Truth Social and denounced via Rally. I can't remember which one, but he's denounced it publicly twice, and they're continuing to put money behind spreading that lie. It's a blatant lie right there. I mean, you can do minor research to find that out, but that's what they counting on. And it's crazy to know that in today's era and today's time, that saying do your own research is legitimately controversial. Like, some people, what do you mean do your own research? You ain't gonna tell me to do my own research. It's like, I'm telling you to go think for yourself, and that's somehow racist or offensive. Come on, man. Like, dog, we living in a different era right here. And Obama, Bill Clinton, John Legend, what do they all have in common other than hating on Trump?
So let me get this straight. Tonight at the DNC, they had Bill Clinton, they had Oprah Winfrey. Last night they had Michelle Obama, they had Barack Obama, they had Little John, they had John Legend, and obviously he's married to Chrissy Teigen. And if you missed it, tonight they had Oprah Winfrey. And all of these people, Oprah, Bill Clinton, all of them are just slamming Trump. They are slamming Trump. But they also have something else in common. They were all friends with Jeffrey Epstein, with Harvey Weinstein. Friends, we are literally seeing with our own eyes the very individuals that hate this country, hate truth, hate justice, and are friends with, how many times did Bill Clinton, go look it up. You don't got to take my word for it. Bill Clinton flew 26 times. 26 on Jeffrey Epstein's plane. At least five of them, he ditched his Secret Service detail to go on that plane. We've all seen the pictures with Oprah. I'm sorry to put you out there, Oprah. We've all seen the pictures of you with Harvey Weinstein. We know about your mentor. Go look it up. Oprah's mentor arrested for the guy was and then using friends. We are literally seeing everybody that's against the man that stood up, the man that God stood up for and kept him from being assassinated on the world stage. They're all showing whose side they're on. Friends, it is a battle between good and evil, and all the forces of hell are coming out, but they will not win. They will not win. God is on this man's side. Period. But I'm glad they're exposing themselves. I'm really glad they're exposing themselves. And I hope and I pray that they all get exposed for any evil deeds they've done. And I think that's what they're really afraid of. They're afraid if Trump gets back in office, second term, no holds barred, he's going to hold every mother sucker accountable that's ever, no matter how high up on the totem pole they are. He's going after all of them. And that right there is why every single one of us should make sure we're waking up our friends, we're supporting Trump so he can get in office and clean house. Because these Democrat elite, they don't care. They do not care one iota about the American people. Had to share that. Just blessed you share. And if you saw President Trump shared one of my posts in his story, go check it out. Share with friends. God bless. Talk to you tomorrow.
Now, I had to heavily censor a lot of context in that, well, a lot of words in that video, but I made sure you at least got the context of it. Now, if you want to see the full version without no edits whatsoever, please go check out David J. Harris Jr. I spelled just like that on the X platform. He definitely did get a clip shared on Trump's platform. But yeah, man, that's something that they have in common. Now, I'm gonna leave that there because last time I was talking about this, my channel was gone. So we gonna move on to the next segment. CNN purported fact checker Daniel Dale claims that there were only 2 lies told during night 3 of the DNC. He corrects one speaker who claimed Trump was the literal author of Project 2025, and another who falsely cited a page claiming it dictated what a legitimate family is.
Jake, this was the second straight night where speakers made a very small number of false claims. I counted just 2 flat false claims the whole night. But I think they're both important false claims because both were on a central subject of Democrats' attacks, and that is Project 2025, a conservative think tank's proposals for a next Republican administration. Listen to this claim from Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester of Delaware about Project 2025 and former President Trump.
With his friends, said the quiet parts out loud, but not only said them out loud, he wrote a book about it. What's it called? Project 2025.
That is false. Trump did not write Project 2025. The project's big policy document published by the Heritage Foundation think tank lists dozens of people as authors, editors, contributors. Donald Trump is not among them. A Project 2025 spokesman told me tonight no candidate was involved with the drafting of the document. Now, it is fair to say Trump has extensive ties to Project 2025, and CNN has reported that more than half of those authors, editors, and contributors worked at some point in his administration. But that's different than saying Trump actually wrote it. Now let's also play something that Colorado's Governor Jared Polis said about what's in that Project 2025 document.
Page 451 says the only legitimate family is a married mother and father where only the father works.
That is also false. Project 2025 does not say there is only one kind of legitimate family, let alone say that families in which a mother works outside the home is illegitimate. A Heritage Foundation spokeswoman who's a working mom herself told me tonight the governor's claim is a lie. Now, if you read the page the governor mentioned, you'll see it does express a preference for a certain kind of family. It says, quote, families comprised of a married mother, father, and their children are the foundation of a healthy society. It then goes on to criticize Biden policies that supposedly subsidize single motherhood and focus on LGBT equity. You can obviously debate all of that, but nowhere does Project 2025 say a family is not legitimate if the mom has a job. Jake?
You got Project 2025 out here confirming a lie. They like, look, bro. All right, look, bro. Y'all giving credit to Trump, bro. Y'all taking the credit away from us. Because, I'm continuing to see ads. Even my son the other day, because he knows about Trump. He's up on Trump. We kind of talk about a few different things. But yeah, he's just like, they keep talking about this Project 2025 and this, that, and the third. And, how he's this, that. And I'm going, well, he denounced it multiple times. But, it is what it is. He's like, yo, Dad, I know. But I'll be like, yo, bro, like, you don't debate your teachers, bro. Like, I need you to graduate. Okay, like, you know, but not trying to tell him to stand down or anything like that. Stand up for what you believe in, and it was obviously a joke. But anyhow, let's move on. Democrats cannot name one policy of Kamala that makes them want to vote for her anyway. I can't name one, and the one that I can name, she actually took from Donald Trump. You know, the whole tax, taking away tax from tips, which she also was the deciding factor in, what was that, 2021? Don't quote me, for that to actually be a thing or not, and it's a thing. She's now saying it's not gonna be if she wins. Oh, boo-hoo.
Be up for a quick interview?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
What's your favorite policy of Kamala's?
That's a hard one.
What's your favorite policy of Kamala's?
Her being president.
That's your favorite policy position?
Oh, yeah.
How so?
Because it covers everything that she defends.
I'm really excited for her to restore reproductive rights across America.
How do you think she'll go about doing that?
I don't know. What a fun question. I don't know. I'm picking and choosing. I mean, I really like most of them.
So you have to look at it broadly, right? It's about what she stands for right now.
What's your favorite of Kamala's policies?
I'm trying to think. Well, actually, more of like, well, you know, what Waltz comes in.
All of her policies, everything from I'm non-binary, and so all of the policies for basic human rights to have our own bodies and do with them as we please, you know.
Her willingness to move forward on affordable health care.
How do you think she'll do that as president?
I think she'll work to motivate the legislature to vote in favor of it.
As like her as a person, just like tops out any policy. I really admire her.
Great, thank you both so much.
That makes absolutely no sense, man. To sit there, oh, I'm going for it's what she represent. You know, if there was a Trump supporter who said that, man, you know, all hell would break loose. You see, these MAGA people are in a cult. They don't even know why they're following him. They're just following him to follow him. We're watching that exact thing happen on the opposite end. You ask me, what are some policies that I enjoy from Trump? I say I like what he's talking about when he speaks on taxation. Obviously, his plans on lowering corporate tax, I believe he said to around 15%, which could be, you know, floating. Which also could lead to floating ideas around like trying to get rid of tax on tips, Social Security, and potentially income tax, you know, trying to cut some of that stuff down for us, you know. Immigration, trying to get border security. We all know we can use that. We don't want somebody coming up in here and taking our black jobs and our Hispanic jobs, right? So I definitely want him to continue to build that wall between the U.S. and Mexico and remove the undocumented immigrants and all that, man. Stricter immigration controls for sure. And with that, we speak on education and crime, where he wants to focus on making sure that children are being taught to love our country, because, you know, obviously in history classes and all that, we kind of taught the whole white black dynamic, hate each other, whoop, 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 yada yada. But yeah, more specifically, just trying to restore the core values back in the school. And he suggests giving funding to states who in districts that abolish teachers' tenure. And yeah, man, also, like, you know, trying to pay them more and include, in addition to that, he wants to increase the funding for police officers. You know, he definitely want to inform policy. He definitely trying to tax China. So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of scatterbrained right now, and I don't know the policy name specifically, but just giving you a general idea of things that, you know, I agree with Trump, man. He speak on a lot of different things, the energy, social issues. He spoke on transgender rights, believe it or not. You know, but he's taking a stance against transgender. Wow. Okay. Can I finish what I'm saying, Riley? Can I finish what I'm saying? But Yeah. Now, I know I phrased it like, he was for what I meant was he's against anybody promoting gender affirming care for youth. So yeah, that's what I meant by he spoke on transgender issues. So yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're old enough, if you're grown, you're more than entitled to do what you want to do with your body, right? Chop and do what you do. But if you're a kid, man, we shouldn't be trying to preach to our children and be trying to chop their bodies up and all that. You understand? You feel me? Yeah, dig? So yeah, man, I think y'all gotta do better. Y'all gotta do better, man. What is she proposing?